Dwayne Wade had some interesting comments about Ace Bailey. Let's look at them. It's the Hoops Nerd Show. All right, guys, like always, like the video, subscribe to the channel. My family's visiting right now, so it's going to be a little hit or miss. The goal is a video every day. It may not happen with family visiting, but I got one today, and we'll try to do one tomorrow. We'll see how these things go. Anyways, so Dwayne Wade on his YouTube channel talked about Ace Bailey, and it was interesting the comments that he had. Obviously, if you're not familiar, Dwyane Wade is a part owner of the Utah Jazz, and so he is in that Jazz brass, has some insight from inside the front office and everything, so it was interesting to hear what he had to say. I have this on SLC Dunk. You can also go watch them on Dwayne Wade's YouTube channel. But anyways, getting a young guy like Ace Bailey, the talent that he has, you cannot pass him up, y'all. Like, there's no way. Even the rumor mill that was saying he wanted to go to certain teams, there's no way you can pass him up, right? He's just too talented. He's one of those guys that just walks in the gym and he can get you 30. He's just one of those mellow type of score type players, right? And so you had to get him. And so I thought Danny and, you know, the staff did an amazing job of grabbing a young fella. And then we all know what we heard from a media standpoint. But ultimately, the young man and his family made their way down to Utah, and he seemed excited to be there. He got right to the court. So it's really great to see. Obviously, it's a window into the Jazz front office during the Jazz draft. They were hearing all the media reports. Aside from that, they likely were getting their own reports and own talks with Ace Bailey's camp or a lack thereof. And we cannot underestimate how much, I guess, courage seems like a strong word, but the willingness to go through a tough situation and make that pick, despite all the reports, despite knowing the media and what they're saying. How many media outlets were just saying he doesn't want to go to Utah? Why would he want to go to Utah? He's not going to want to be in Utah. And Utah makes the pick. During that draft, they basically say, we're an NBA team. We're in the draft. If we pick you, you join our team. That's what they did. And you got to give them credit, because guess what? The Philadelphia 76ers, they're probably happy they go with VJ Edgecombe. But Ace Bailey's camp, basically Omar Cooper, led him away from the Sixers. The Charlotte Hornets at number 4 could have picked him, and I was nervous. I was worried that he was going to go there. They do not. And so at number 5, when Adam Silver says Arius Ace Bailey to the Utah Jazz, it was so exciting. And you just got to give credit to the Jazz. Now, Dwayne Wade knows talent. Dwayne Wade, close friends with Melo. If Ace Bailey is Carmelo Anthony, a Hall of Fame player, that's pretty great for Utah, considering how all of us felt on lottery night. When Utah goes from the number 1 spot, falls to number 5, the absolute depression and sadness and despair turned into absolute elation on draft night. And now, we've only seen 2 games of Ace Bailey in Summer League. One where he was getting his feet wet and you could tell he was just kind of figuring things out. The second on just pure talent and energy, motor, and physical gifts, had an awesome night. Without even being featured in the offense, Ace Bailey made his presence felt. You could tell that the defense was better. And when you saw how Utah lost games in Las Vegas, I don't think that's a coincidence that Ace Bailey's defense was just as impactful as his offense. The rebounding, his size, him moving over screens. Utah has a potentially very special player. It's extremely difficult for me, guys, not to kind of count those chickens before they hatch. But when you see stuff like that, you see how the Jazz are dedicated to the youth movement. They've moved the veterans. They've tried to do everything they can to make Ace Bailey happy. And that goes back to what Dwayne Wade says at the end there, that the young man and his family made their way down to Utah and seemed excited to be there. Utah has great facilities. Utah has an organization that seems to really value players and making them happy when they're here. They have whole departments dedicated to helping the players. It's a great job by the Utah Jazz. both picking him and then doing, not just picking him, but when you get them in your organization, to do right by them. And I just wanted to finish with one other thing that gets me really excited about Ace Bailey, besides the talent, is, you know, that one game he gets docked in the first one, or benched. I can't remember if it was game 1 or game 2. I believe it was like I can't remember. But he gets benched. You guys remember? I think it was game 1. I cannot remember. Sorry, excuse me. Let me know in the comments. But what was great is that he had a great attitude. He wasn't moping. He wasn't, you know, kind of causing an issue or looking sad or whatever. He was cheering his teammates on. And then at the very last minute, when they bring him in, he goes in and skies for a rebound, makes a play. What more could you want? Someone that is willing to play hard, has a motor, great attitude, seems like a great guy. It's a coach's dream. It's a fan's dream. It's someone that you can root for and feel happy about and get excited for. If he can be Carmelo Anthony for the Utah Jazz, a modern Carmelo with defense, that's pretty remarkable. If that's what Dwayne Wade is calling him, it has me excited. So guys, let's just see what Ace Bailey becomes. But everything we've seen, all the reports, positive. Everything that we heard about the media was overblown a little bit, because when we actually talked to Ace Bailey, when you actually talk to his actual agency, not his player manager, Omar Cooper being a player manager, not an actual agent, he's not licensed. When you talk to Ace Bailey himself, when you talk to the agency, it made things right. And then we immediately saw Omar Cooper in the gym with Ace Bailey. Utah tried to make a situation with Omar Cooper's son to be a guest coach on the Jazz, which to me was kind of an olive leaf and a great gesture. And the stupid NBA steps in and gets in the way. Either way, it's a great situation, and Utah is doing a good job of making this all work. Guys, that's all I got tonight. Like and subscribe to the channel. Thank you so much to the members, and especially the All-Stars, for all your support. I appreciate it all as much as you can imagine. It's great. Thank you. Talk to you tomorrow.